wall on fire and getting killed here. So big criticism for VonMechakon here, I think, is there's no reason to do that. You don't have to win big. If you get anything from my casts, which is all that I've really ever, which I've mainly just got from watching Day 9's casts. If you're not familiar with Day 9, the famous StarCraft 2 commentator, he's a hero of mine. But you don't have to win big. Just take advantage of your marginal advantages and capitalize on that. Instead of charging into his base and suiciding everywhere, he could have very easily just recapped the center. VonMechakon just recapped the freaking center and capped this point here and hold up tight in front of his base. Don't charge in with everything you own there. This is kind of interesting up here. We have this Goliath kind of positioning itself. Goliaths can cloak if they sit still for a little while. More mines coming out, replacing the mines in front of his base and even putting some forward mines up there. Really good mine positioning. I like that. I like that a lot. You know that there's bikes out there, so how do you counter bikes? You counter bikes by throwing mines everywhere and by having machine guns that can fire at bikes. So, gonna have to keep an eye on this sort of stuff. Second Goliath coming up. All sorts of little Goliath tactics underway now. I don't usually see that. I think it's kind of interesting. I'm not sure why exactly he chose Goliath. It's not like there's big balls of infantry or anything like that. And coming right up here and detonating on the hedgerow. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. So check this out. So he knows that the front of this base is pretty well defended, and the back of this base has this annoying machine gun placement. So why not just take a Goliath and blow up the whole side of the base so that you have easy access whenever you want? So Goliath now coming in here, a little indecisive, not sure which targets to go for. Bunch of engineer riflemen coming in right now. Engineers, what are you going to do? Oh, God, open fire. Quick, retreat, retreat. No! Boom! Oh, jibbing the heck out of all that. Looks like killing an entire squad and then killing one man from this squad. NdxTycoon reminding all of us that Y doesn't cause retreat. It's true. T is the retreat hotkey. So apparently, perhaps a little bit of a micro fumble here. And here we have, once again, gonna criticize VonMechakon. I think he's really good at abusing a really, really mean build order, and he does a great job at it, but sometimes I think his strategy's in the wrong place. So he decides that the best option right now is to come in here and attack this weapon support center. It's true he's doing a lot of damage to it, and it's going to be very annoying to replace and all of that, and he also has a flare back here, which is kind of lighting everything up and letting him know what's going on. But apart from destroying this building, he still hasn't improved his map control at all. You can see he could have been using this time to take control of the center, take control of the right, and just remember that your win conditions... Oh, now he's going to retreat through the minefields. Oh, minefields everywhere. No! Oh, look at that, finding every mine on the map on the retreat out. Is he going to find this last mine here? No, and the double sniper is sniping the whole time. Just a horrible waste there. Really abusive style of play, but I think he's just not thinking. It's important to remember what the win conditions are of this game. You win by running your opponent out of victory points. Occasionally, you can win by killing all of their buildings, but that, you know, unless you're playing like StarCraft 2 or something like that, that's not how you want to win. You actually want to win. Here comes the bike now to clean up, just in case he missed any mines. Just going to come in here and just make sure he gets rid of the rest of those mines there. But unfortunately, things are not looking good for VonMechakon. Not only does he no longer have map control, but he's also just lost huge chunks of his Piospam, and now he needs to switch gears to something else, which is good because, you know, he does, you know, he's a good player. He's top 25 on the ladder and has a pretty good win ratio. Lots of games played too. I think it's important not to just dismiss him as, oh, he's an idiot, he did something dumb during this one game. Like, the guy has got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of games under his belt. Last I checked, he was like 350 and 150 or something like that. So super experienced player here. I'm not going to doubt him on that, but I think he's getting carried away trying to win big with the Flame Pioneer build. So the remains of the Flame Pioneer army are over here, not very well resupplied either, and point blank against the snipers, but a little bit of a fumble here by NdxTycoon. He keeps walking in, doesn't get any shots off. He could have really taken out a whole bunch of different squads there, a lot of one-man squads, and this Panzer is now doing its business. So again, I think he's a good enough player to realize when the time to change gears has happened, and he's already well ahead of that with his Panzers coming out. So we have a Panzer, and we also have this enhanced Ostwind Flak Panzer hero unit here, level 5, and this is seriously good news for him. I think it's unfortunate that he threw away his Pioneer army and didn't cap the map as a result. Now we'll see just barely in time to get this Field Ranger Tank Destroyer level 4. Field Ranger Tank Destroyer can cloak when it's in open cover, and at higher levels, the very first shot out of cloak does extra damage and things like that, so it kind of has like a surprise backstab ability. And he also went ahead and threw up HVAP, High Velocity Armor Piercing Rounds ability, which is one of the cooler armor commander ability. So the first armor commander ability finally being used. Looks like 17 minutes into the game. So that's always the problem with armor commanders, is that there's not a lot they can do very early on. So unfortunately, this field ranger tank destroyer, at least it's being repaired, so that's kind of cool. But it's just firing point blank into this armored panzer. You can see the army item here, upgrades Panzer IV with armored skirts. But it looks like he's actually doing it. But oh god, the enhanced Austrian flak panzer killing all of the engineers, absolutely just decimating them. Looks like the field ranger tank destroyer though getting some serious damage onto the panzer, and now turning onto the Ostwind. And now look at that, we just barely hit level 6. Oh, so many kills going on, so many kills, but it's okay. We just barely hit level 6. Bam! And he even had the armored bounty up, so he got a bunch of fuel and munitions from killing that. Fuel and manpower. Double snipers in here, killing the rest of these dudes. And now, click this button. Come on, click the button. Unless he's waiting for a Pershing. I'd rather see a Calliope, though, but that's just me. I love Calliopes. Alright, so now we have some serious problems here. Very wounded field tank destroyer, but unfortunately this Panzer's kind of driving around the wrong way. Come on, Field Ranger Tank Destroyer, this is what you are best at. This is how to use an M10 Tank Destroyer. I want to see this working okay. Come on, buddy, you can do it. HVAP rounds are up. Look at him flanking around, using that faster turning radius and the faster speed. And the Calliope coming in just to kind of even things out. But look at that, finally taking a single shot, only taking 1 point of damage there, and totally taking out that Panzer Mark IV. That is exactly how you want to use your M10 Tank Destroyers. Use their speed and fast turning radius to your advantage, and take that stuff out. So, good stuff there. Calliope coming in here, just kind of taking care of all the debris on the field. Bunch of snipers out there, and now serious trouble here. I'm going to go ahead and jump on down to VonMechakon and see what he has left in his ability. So Manpower Blitz just ending. It looks like he used that to pump out his first couple of Panzers. Now he has a Panther coming out, and potential for heavy armor support. So that's still cooling down, but that's still an option for him later. We do have a normal Ostwind Flak Panzer and a Panther coming out here. So still some pretty serious armor, but no, taking some shots directly in the base with the Calliope. Just gonna kind of lay waste to his base with the Calliope there. Meanwhile, second Calliope as well. So double Calliopes on the field now for NdxTycoon. That's why he had all that money saved up. Just got quick pumping out 2 Calliopes the first second he can. And I kind of do this with my Calliopes too, which is that, you know, if there's no better targets, I feel like it's a waste to not fire a Calliope, to not use it every single cooldown. So you can almost like scouting plane with your Calliopes. Just fire it into the base and see what it hits, and be like, okay, oh, there was an infantry guy there, got it. You know, just to kind of get a feel for like what's out there. It's kind of like sloppy armor scouting, but I kind of like doing that. Nice little random mines out here in the middle of the field. I kind of like that, dividing up the territory. Snipers moving along, looking good. Tank Destroyer out there. I'd like to see him get a little bit more repairs, but pretty much it looks like all that VonMechakon has at this point in time is a single Vet 2 Flame Pioneer, Panther, and an Ostwind. So he's taking some serious casualties. Gonna have to come up with something pretty fast. Looks like he does have a Manpower Blitz though, which means if he can hit level 7, he'll be able to use that. So that's his one ace in the hole at the moment. Meanwhile, double Calliopes here. Pretty much, I just want to see the double Calliopes just go crazy. Manpower Blitz was activated, and it looks like he used that to pump out yet another... Oh, this is a Hero Panther. I believe that is a Schultz Panther. Schultz's Panther, rather, which... and he's now even upgrading his armor, too. So his armor is getting Vet 1. Boom, there goes Vet 1 for all of his armored vehicles. And come on, Calliopes, let's see what's up. I always think that it's a good idea just to kind of spread your Calliopes out. Never have them all in the same spot. I mean, I know as Blitzkrieg, there's only the real threat of, like, rocket barrage. But speaking as someone who's lost 2 Pershings and 2 Calliopes to a single V1, it's very important, or V2, whatever the hell the rocket's called, very important to spread those things out. So anyhow, Calliopes moving on in, and... looks like they're tilting upwards, and I think this is a little bit of a misclick here. Double Calliope point blank, and I never like double Calliope ever. I always think you should Calliope once, see what happens, and then Calliope again. But it looks like Armored Bounty is up, HVAP is up on this Sherman Calliope. You can tell his attack speed and damage was temporarily increased. Armored Bounty has some, you can put some points into it that'll increase your attack speed whenever you get an Armored Bounty. Like that right now you can see increased damage, increased attack speed. This guy also has it. So, Nice little bonus there from Armored Bounty. And now we're really pushing on in. But like I said, I would always rather... You could see the double Calliope is never amazingly effective unless you have a really rare circumstance for it. It's just too easy to kind of push through it. And now Schultz's Panther charging on in here. This is the level 5 Hero Panther. Pretty much... Ooh, damaged engine for the tank destroyer up there. The only real... he has a bunch of nice little random abilities, but the big distinguishing feature is that he can overdrive his engine and kind of get a speed boost, and he can do that for pretty cheap. So, I never really seen anyone use it, but it's a beefier Panther, which is good. Destroyed engine on the tank destroyer. Is he going to get one final shot on it? Final shot on the tank destroyer. Oh, damaged engine. Come on, Schultz's Panther. Boom! Oh, he takes out the tank destroyer, but not before getting really wrecked by these Calliopes. Calliope's now moving in. We even have a survival sniper just kind of poking around here. Oh, don't mind me. And the point-blank Calliope, this is ballsy. I think this is kind of a cool move. Again, I don't normally advocate winning big, but he's in a unique position here where I think this is just fine. And rather than hunting down this Panther, he decides to just double Calliope, point-blank into the base. He kills the Panzer Command, absolutely wrecking the rest of this base here, doing some serious damage to all of these buildings, pretty much anything out there. You can see he's got his Vet 2 VonMechakon sniper is just chilling out here, trying to get some counter-sniping going on, but it really doesn't matter. Oh, there's some snipes, and the counter-snipe happens! Oh, the survival sniper, 16 kills for that gentleman. Unfortunately, this bunker here is still up, so a little bit of fighting going on. And it looks like this Sherman Calliope is going to just hunt down this Schultz's Panther. Damaged engine, destroyed gun, kill achieved, and he's out of there. And so now the name of the game really is, I think there's not much left for VonMechakon. We'll see that maybe he can get one more manpower blitz if he's very lucky and try and get his heavy armor support out, because he does have the right, he is the right level. But really the name of the game here is, okay, how is Tycoon gonna seal the deal here? What's gonna happen? So pretty much just kind of reinforcing, capping the map. All good habits, by the way. Note that he's not just suiciding in here. He's actually capping stuff while he's advancing. Very, very important habits to remember. Point blank Calliope right into the Reich headquarters. I gotta say, I don't like this idea, but you know, honestly, there's nothing else on the battlefield, so why the hell not? There's a single pioneer out there. I can only assume that he's aware that he's got this game under the way, so he's just kind of just wrecking through this. All this has got to come down, making way for an interstellar bypass coming right through this area. Sorry, all this has got to go. Completely wrecking everything here. This bunker getting destroyed. One little weak bunker up here that this... Oh, Sherman takes down that bunker. Flame Pioneers. Sorry, no, these are the... these are the charismatic engineers. Oh my god, very quickly! Manpower blitz! Heavy armor support! Go, go, go! Heavy armor support! Go, go, go! Oh my god! And the building goes down, and the single bunker, one bunker left. The Tiger gets on the field, starts doing some damage, and no, the bunker goes down! The bunker is down! What's gonna happen here? Oh my god! Oh, and the game is over. All the buildings are dead. That's all that we needed. And a win for NdxTycoon by base destruction. For all of my stupid talk about not winning through base destruction, occasionally that's good. You can see we do have a Pershing coming in here with heavy armor support and all that sort of stuff, and that's the end of the game there. You know what? It wasn't actually base destruction. I'm pretty sure this was still active over here. VonMechakon had a few units, but he probably just quit because that's pretty much the end of the game now with the Pershing coming in. Anyhow, I love that game. A lot of units coming and countering each other over and over and over again, and that's an interesting strategy to consider. The what's known as the 4ES, the 4 engineer sniper build for allies. Look at all this debris in the air. That's pretty cool. Anyhow, the 4 engineer sniper build and how it works against pioneers. So I hope you guys learned something. If you enjoyed this, please feel free to subscribe. I'm HarlequinCoHO. Good night, good game, good luck.